Hey everyone, my name is Julio, and today I'm going to be talking about what this channel is going to be about and how I got here. So basically, I started off in the university. I wanted to build up a community of college students in software engineering. I'm a software engineering student, and I wanted to build this community where we would help each other out. And due to COVID, and I had been planning this for over 2 years to build this community. But due to COVID, it's been basically on a hiatus. So I started deciding maybe it'd be better if I help more people by going online. And I've been a college student for over 10 years, and we'll get on to talk about that in the future if the channel is interested. But basically, I've seen a lot of freshmen and a lot of people struggle in general with coding and more first and foremost technical interviews. So I know there's a lot of technical interviews out there, but I want to talk a little more on specific of Python. I see a lot of Java. I think Java is actually the biggest one, and it's understandable. Java is a pretty strong language, but I have an affinity to Python, and I don't think that there is as much videos on Python, and more so, there's not enough videos explaining it with Python. Most of the time, you'll have to see it with Java, but seeing how Python has grown a lot more in the last couple of years, I feel like it'll be more interesting to see these coding questions and explain them and talk through them with Python as the main language. So that's my first point. I really want to help people in coding interviews. I also want to talk about technology, be it news or stocks, since I'm both into finance and technology. I'm very passionate about it. I love talking about technology. I could talk for hours and hours and hours about it. And most of the time, I'm always talking to certain same people, and I feel like I might be annoying the hell out of them. So I might as well just go and express my passion online. Maybe people will listen. Maybe they'll want to talk about it through it. I plan to be decently active at first. If it gets too hectic, I might have to, it'll be limited. But yeah, into that, on top of coding interviews, finance, I'll talk about tech stocks. Obviously, Tesla's booming right now, and it's talked about a lot. So I probably won't talk much about those stocks, but maybe certain stocks like, you know, be it some finance companies like Facebook and their ideas into getting into finance as well. That'll be fun. And also certain college student ideas that we should talk about, be it how to maximize, your money in college, how to save money and, make it work for you in certain ways, wealthiness, wanting to build up that wealth, make your whole dollars work for you type of thing. And again, back to college student ideas and tech news, maybe certain ideas that might seem a little crazy, but if you're in software engineering world, in the future you have this conviction that you're going to graduate, you're going to be in a college software engineering job, and you'll be making decent amount of money. So maybe certain crazy things that you could only do if you're like in a field that's going to give you a safe moat to be on once you graduate. So the value I want to provide here is basically help you think of software engineering or computer science in general in a more fun light. We in classes we just tend to work in either nitty gritty, be it operating systems or computer architecture and all this stuff, but we don't get to talk a lot about what's out there and what's being worked on as often. And I know YouTube is full of that as well, but I want to like try and home it into a college student's perspective, as opposed to, oh, you need to learn how to use AWS, you need to learn how to use Google Cloud Platform or Azure. Sometimes it's a little hectic on where to start. So I'll also be working with talking about scholarships. I've just done applied a lot in the last 2 years. I've applied to over 200 companies, and I've applied to over 20 scholarships. So I think I've seen a lot and enough to be able to talk about it and give points and hints and things that maybe how you should uh, organize yourself so you'd be able to see certain things like that. So it's going to be, again, the channel is just going to be, in conclusion, all over the place in computer science and finance, alongside with the mindset of being a college student and what you can and can't really do with, the money you have. I'll probably start first with the series of Python coding interviews, because I feel like that's where I want to start first. But always keep in mind that this channel, if I continue with it, right, will grow into more of a college student's perspective in computer science. Again, being 10 years in college has definitely given me a lot of ideas and noticed things that, most people might not, because, they spend, the correct time amount, 4 years, and they're out of here. So yeah, this is going to be basically a channel about that. And on top and foremost, if you'd like to, continue on this journey with me, if it continues, I know me saying that I will do all this stuff, telling it to the public, from what I've read, it doesn't actually help. So me saying this whole story to everyone doesn't actually mean it'll happen, but I really wanted to. So I hope that you can join me on this journey. And if you want to be up to date with coding interviews and more about the college student life, tech news, and all that, I will really appreciate a subscribe and a like on this video if you liked it. I haven't provided any content yet, but I'm hoping at first to start maybe once a week with a coding interview video, and I'll obviously keep learning and keep improving the trade as I go along. And thank you so much for listening. Have a good day. It's a Sunday. Enjoy it right after Halloween. Hopefully you did something last night that was more fun than just staying home like I did. And yeah, see ya.